In this video, we are going to learn about Ptc Creo CAD modeling. If you are a beginner, then you are at the right place. You will learn sketching and different tools by doing exercises, part modeling, basics of features, and some cool tips and tricks to achieve your task. And finally, assembly with loads of exercises. So, what are you waiting for? Let's start. Namaste guys, in this video we are going to learn about Creo. Okay, so let's get started. So this is the default view that you will get. I currently switch off my internet for better speed of my PC. So let's close it down. Okay, now what you have to do is click on new. Now it is asking something. What do you want to create? Sketch, part, assembly, manufacturing drawing, or whatever. So in my case, first I will cover sketch, then later on I will cover parts, then assembly. So we will learn one by one. So first thing is sketch because this is the basic part. Without that you can't make any part or anything else. So click on sketch and click OK. So this is how it looks like. Now let's try to understand how things work in Pro. Suppose I want to draw a line. So if I click on it and draw a line, you can see I draw a line. But suppose I just want to draw a single line and I want to end this command. So there are two ways to do it. You can press escape to do this, or draw the line. What you can do is press the middle mouse button. Just you know that in case you have a laptop and you are trying to do in it, it will not work. I assume that you all guys have a mouse and there is a middle mouse button. So by pressing that, uh, you can end this command. And if I click again, notice I got the dimension of the lines. Let's try one more time so that you can understand, as I assume that you all are beginners and have no clue or idea how does it work. So I will draw a line. Now I want to end this line command. If I press the middle mouse button once, it will end the line command. But if I press the middle mouse button again, it will give me the dimension of it. So I hope you understand how does this work. Now let's try other command, that is rectangle. So in rectangle there are various kind of rectangle: corner rectangle, slanted, center, parallelogram. So I will only talk corner rectangle right now. About another rectangles you will only understand when we'll do practical applications, or in part and assembly, else you will not able to understand what is going on. So I will click on corner rectangle and draw a rectangle here. Now if I press the middle mouse button, notice it automatically got dimensions. Suppose I want to change the dimension, so double click on it and give it a dimensions. Let's say 10 mm, 5 mm and 2 mm. So it's up to you. Now here is the issue. Notice my rectangle is now currently out of the scene. So what I can do, you can obviously zoom out, zoom in, but I don't recommend. What you do, click on here, click on fit to the screen. So it will fit everything whatever you made in your screen. I highly recommend. Try to use this much better. Now let's try another thing, circle command. So if I draw a circle and if I now press the middle mouse button, notice it automatically got the dimensions and the diameter of it. Similarly, there are many these things. These things are highly recommended. When we do exercises, you will learn a lot. Now let's try to understand fillet. So as its name suggests, fillet basically smooth the surface, or make it curve. So let's see how does it work. Click on fillet command. By pressing Ctrl, select two edges. Notice my fillet command is applied. Now zoom in Now here is the issue. I can't able to select this dimension. So to select it, what I can do, click on dimension. After that, try to select it. Notice I am able to select it, but I want to edit this value. So what you need to do is double click on it and give it a dimensions. Let's say 2. So this is how you can give it. Let's say you want to make a sharp cut, not the smooth one. So this is something called chamfer. So click on chamfer. By pressing Ctrl, select the two edges and notice I got the dimensions. Again, I want to edit them. So I'm not able to select it. Click on dimensions. Now double click on it. Give it a dimension as per your requirement. Now let's talk about offset. So in offset you can see single, chain or loop. So I will currently talk about single. Chain loop, when complexity will increase in exercises. So I will select this line. Now it is asking how much offset you want. Let's say 5. Click OK. So it created a offset of line at a 5 distance. Looks good. Now close it. Now click on thicken. So let's try to see what is this. Suppose I want to make it circular. For example, a, cir a, a rectangle but and with circular. So how can I make it? It is something like offset but high advanced features. So I will click on circular. Now I will click on this line. It is asking the thickness. Let's say 2. Click OK. It is asking the thickness again. 2. Click OK. Notice how does it make it? So what actually happens? It take that previous line as a center line and give that the thickness. So these two lines are the thickness, and these semicircles is because of the circular command. If I click on the flat, it will create a rectangle. Okay, you can try out many other things as per your requirement. Now let's try to understand something called constraints. So constraints are very important. For example, I want that this circle just touch with this arc. How can I do it? By pressing sorry, first close this. So by pressing Ctrl, select this one and this one. Click on this tangent. Notice it is now tangent to it. I have added a relations. Similarly, there are plenty of many other relations. For example, if I draw a line like this, okay, and I want to make it straight line. What I can do, I can select this line and make it horizontal, but I am not able to do it. Why? Because of these dimensions. So there is a constraints here because of this dimension constraint. So what I can do, click on dimension, select this, delete, make it 0 just. Okay, there are other issues as well. For example, notice this dimension. So this is also issue. So there are many issues here. So let's see one by one or how to resolve it. Select this line, just click on horizontal. You can do this, or let's say I draw a line like this, select the middle mouse button again. Now select this line, click on this vertical icon. Okay, as you can see, I make it vertical line. So in that way you can create a lot of things. Now this is a command called spline. Most of the people I don't see, beginners don't use spline, but as you become professional and you have to make highly complex projects, for example products modeling or car modeling, then spline is your best friend. Trust me, you will use spline a lot at that moment. Okay, now let's try to understand another command. So click on select. Suppose I want to mirror this line, so I will select this line, click on mirror. Now mirror about what line? So I will select this line. Notice it mirror about this line. Now click on divide. So basically, as its name suggests, it divides things. So click on here, notice it divides the lines. So you can use it as per your requirements. Now delete segments. Suppose I made some mistake and I want to delete it. So simply just move it up, down, and it will start deleting everything. So I hope you guys learned something up to this point. Now later onwards we will do exercises and you will learn a lot of things there. So that's for all. So welcome guys again. So in this one we will learn about basically some we will do some exercises. So let's make it full screen. So let's see what sketch we make first. So first we are going to make this one because it's simple and easy to make, and with slowly time we will increase the complexity. So as you can see that all dimensions are in R15. R15 basically means radius. Whenever you see the symbol phi, it basically means diameter. Okay, so let's try. So first thing that I need is a circle of how much diameter. So you can see its radius is 50. So what should be its diameter? Let's say calculate within the Pro A. So I will draw a simple circle and click anywhere. Let's say I click here. Now I will press the middle mouse button and okay, and you can see it's here. Now how much is radius? Radius is 50, but I'm getting the value in diameter. So what I will do, I will double click on it. 50 because it is a radius multiply by 2 because I want the value in diameters and enter. Now it is 2 out of the screen. Click on this fit to the screen. Okay. Now what I want to create a small circle of radius 15 or you can say diameter 30 mm. So I will again go here, draw a circle here and click on the middle mouse button. I can see the dimensions, double click on it, type 30 mm. Now what I want to make this circle and how far these circle are. So they are 32.5 mm. Okay, so I will go here circle, draw the circle, click on the middle mouse button and double click on it. 32.5 multiplied by 2 is 32.5, right? Yeah. So now I want to convert this line into construction line. So how can I do it? Select this line. You can see this pop-ups arrives. So click on this construction or you can press Shift plus G. So this line is now become a construction line and it is quite convenient to use. Now what I have to do is I have to draw a circle of diameter 22. So before I make it, let's draw some construction line more for the sake of simplicity. Now click on the middle mouse button, click on the middle mouse button again to exit it. Now select this line, make it construction mode. Select this line, make it construction mode. Now draw a circle here of how much diameter. Before that, click on the middle mouse button. Double click on it, enter the value of 22. A question arises, how can I make this? If you have learned another software, for example SolidWorks, there is something called circular pattern. But in case of Pro, I don't find any. Pattern is available, but in part mode, not in sketch mode. So we will use something called mirror to do it. Now let's visualize first. So how many circles are here? If you count it, it is 6. So 360 divided by 6, it means that the angle between these two is 60 degree. But I want a center line because I'm going to use something called mirror. So watch carefully what I'm going to do. So I will click on line, draw the line, click on the middle mouse button, click on the middle mouse button again. Now I want to draw or create a dimensions that this line is 30 degrees to this one. You can see the dimensions already here. So double click on it, 30 degree. But I don't want this line to be in my geometry. So select this line, make it construction mode. Now what I can do, select this line, click on mirror and select this line. Good. Now by pressing Ctrl, select these two lines, click on mirror. Mirror about what? This line. Okay, I have made up to this point. By pressing Ctrl, select these two lines. I want to mirror. Mirror about what? This line. So we have made this side. Now I have to make this thing. Let's see how to approach this. So I have to create circle 115 or 155. So what I will do, go to the circle, draw a circle, click on the middle mouse button, double click on it, 115 multiply by 2. Why I have done it? Because I have given radius, not diameter. Now similarly I will repeat the step, but this time it will be middle mouse button, 155 multiply by 2. Now I don't want the whole thing, I want 37-degree angle. So what can I do? So here's the thing what I will do. I will click on line, draw the line, click on the middle mouse button, click on the middle mouse button again, and here we go. Notice that some dimensions are here as well. Now what I will do, I will press Ctrl, by pressing Ctrl select this one, click on this angle, and I will give the angle 37.5 degrees. It is 37.5, right? Okay, it's 37 only. So double click it and type 37. One more thing, it is for construction purposes. So click on it, click on construction mode. Select this line, click on mirror, mirror about this line. Okay, click on delete segment, delete the unwanted segments. Now, how can I make this arc? Will I am going to use a circle again? The answer is no. Remember this arc, so I am going to use it. So I am going to use 3-point arc. So select this 3-point arc. Now first thing that I have to define is 2 points. Select this point and this point. Now the third point will make it end. Look quite good, right? So 2 points make it end. Now I have to make another one, that is center one. So how can I make it? So the radius are 125 and 145. Let's make it circle, middle mouse button. I will change the dimension at onwards. Middle mouse button. So dimensions are 125 and 145. So double click on it, 145 multiplied by 2, and this, click on here, click on this, and you can type 125 multiplied by 2. Just in case if someone say, hey, I don't want to define the diameter, I want to define the radius. So what you can do is select the line and click on this half. Okay, this is a full one, you can see the arrow both sides, and this is half. So click on here and click on this and delete this, and now you will get enter radius of 125 mm. It's up to you how you will use it. So click on delete segment and delete these segments. Similarly, select delete these segments. Click on arc, select this point and this. I highly recommend that do the practice exercise, as it will help a lot more than watching my tutorials. Practice makes man perfect. Now click on the middle mouse button. Now I need the center line, so let's see how to do it. So I will click on the line, draw the line, and select the middle line. middle line again. By pressing Ctrl select this line and this line. Click on dimensions. Enter the value of 20 mm. Select this line. Mirror about what? This line. Now I have to do something called fillet. So watch carefully. Radius is 5 mm. So I will click on fillet, select this and select this one. Zoom in. As you can see, I am not able to select this radius. Click on dimension, select this, double click, enter the value 5. If you want, you can trim the unnecessary lines. For example, this line is unnecessary, so click on delete segments. So delete it and delete this segment. Again, it's your personal preference. Now I need offset again. Oh, sorry, fillet again. Click on dimensions, double click on it, enter the value 5. For some reason it moves upward. So what can I do? Select this line and first uncheck that. Click on select this line now. Click on make it horizontal. Click on delete segment. Click on fit to the screen. Now zoom in and click on fillet. Select this line and this line. How much fillet I want? 5 mm. Similarly, oh, notice that by pressing shift and middle mouse button, you can drag that like this. Okay. Click on center arc. Select this point and this point and make it correct. Click on fillet, dimensions, double click 5 mm. You might notice that this line moves very abruptly and press Ctrl Z first. So why this line moving so abruptly? The reason is that I doesn't define any relations or dimension to it. So that is the issue. So what I will do first, by pressing Ctrl select this line and this line, click on dimensions, enter the value of 20 mm, enter. Now I will click on dimension, select this, enter the value of 5. Now you see, now we have made the first part. So this is our first sketch. Okay. So if you want to hide all the constraints, dimensions, as you know, it look quite ugly display. So you can make it that way. Okay. But if you want to see, you can come up here, click on constraints, dimension display. It's up to you what you want to show and hide. You can zoom here as well. Zoom in as like this, zoom in. And suppose you want to zoom out, simply click on this icon. Don't worry, we will do more exercises and you will learn a lot of things. So enough of this one, let's create one more. So now let's try to do some more exercises. So let's make it full screen. And so this one is just contain lines, but you know, so you will get some grasp what is going on. So I will draw some lines, or you can say rough shape, and then we will use something called smart dimensions. Click on the middle mouse button to exit this command. Click on the middle mouse button again and get the dimensions of it. Now let's edit the dimensions. So this one is 20 mm. Press Ctrl Z. It is quite big. So let's make this one first big. So this one is 46 mm. We will do one by one everything. Select this line, make it horizontal. Select this line, make it vertical. Uh, Double click on it, make it 46. By pressing Ctrl, select these two lines. Click on angle. Now notice that there is some constraints. So because of the constraint, I can't change the dimension. So click on this one and delete this. Now give it angle. In my case, it is 144 degree, and its length will be 42. Select this line, make it okay. Some issues are there. So click on it, delete this perpendicular one, drag it. I want that you get some ideas how I'm doing it, because when you do, you will face issues. That is the reason I'm not hiding the error or issues, so that you can learn what kind of issues that you will face when you will try to make it. Click on this vertical constraint because I need a slant height. Delete. Double click on it, type 9.78. This one will be 18.34. I'm not showing the drawing so that you can get better grasp what is going on, and it takes screen, and I don't have bigger screen. 46. By pressing Ctrl, select these two. Click on dimensions. This is 50 mm. This is 30 mm. This is 10 mm. Double click on it, and this is 18 mm. So I have made the sketch, and this is how it looks like. Okay, is 20 mm is correct. Just I'm checking. So this is our second exercise. Now let's do some more exercise so you get some more idea. So click on File, New. What I'm making, sketch. Click OK. So this this exercise will contain commands like fillet and chamfer a bit. So let's see. So click on line, draw the line as I'm showing. Just draw the two lines and click on the middle button of the mouse. Click on the middle button of the mouse again. Give it a length. In my case, it is 10 mm or 10. Click on the line, draw the line again. Right click on your mouse, middle mouse button to exit the command. Middle mouse button again to exit the line fully. Give it a dimension 14 mm. Now I'm drawing some rough sketch. Click on the middle mouse button, click on the middle mouse button again. So this distance will be 3. This one will be also 3. The length is 4. And this is 2.4. Select this. By pressing Ctrl, select this line. Click on dimensions. This will be 10 mm. Click on this arc. Select this point and this point. I want to create a shape called hexagon. How can I create? So if I click on circle, there is no hexagon shape. Let's click on palette. Notice there is something called six-side hexagon. So this is basically what I want. Double click on it. You notice it's here. So its radius will be 2. Close this. Now click OK. By pressing Ctrl, select these two lines. Click on fillet. How much fillet I want? Uh, Double click on it or click on dimensions. Double click on it, and in my case it is 3. I need to draw a circle as well. Select this point. Draw a circle shape. Click on the middle mouse button. Double click on it. Type 1 point. Uh, just you know what? I want to type radius. Currently it is diameter. So what I can do? Click on it. Simple right click. Click on this icon. Now type 1.6. So this is radius. Okay. So you can know how to choose radius or diameter as per your requirement. Let's do some more exercises. So I'm going to delete this, delete all these things. Just create the new one. Sketch. So first thing that I'm going to use is rectangle. Click on the middle mouse button and give it a length and breadth. In my case it is 10 and this is 6. Now what I will do, I will create a triangle again. Click on the middle mouse button to exit this. Now what I will do, I will click on dimensions by pressing Ctrl and select this point. Uh, okay. Click on distance, type 0.5. Do the same from other sides as well. Select this by pressing Ctrl, select this, distance 0.5. Select this by pressing Ctrl, select this, type 0.5. Select this by pressing Ctrl, select this, distance 0.5. Now I want to do fillet. So I will click on fillet, select this and this one. Let's do fillet, continuously. After that I will change the dimensions of it. Now click on dimensions, double click. So it is 1. Sorry, 1, not 2, 1. Change everywhere. 1, 1, 1. Now what I will do, I will create some circles. Click on circle, draw a circle, click on the middle mouse button. Sorry, simply draw a circle, right click, then click on the middle mouse button. Again, draw a circle, right click on it, click on the middle mouse button. Now let's change the dimensions of it. So the inner one is 0.6 diameter and the outer one is 1 diameter. Now I want 3 more. So what I can do, instead of making from scratch, uh, I will choose a center line and save my time by using mirror. Click on the middle mouse button to exit the command. So what I will do, by pressing Ctrl, select these two lines. Click on the mirror command, select this line. Now by pressing Ctrl, select these 4 lines, circles. Click on the mirror and select this line. Click on the circle, draw a circle here. Right click on it, click on the middle mouse button. Double click on it and give it a dimensions. In my case it is 4. Now I will use something called center rectangle. So click on it, click on center rectangle. Draw your center rectangle here. Click on the middle mouse button. Double click on it. Its width 5.2. Sorry, its length is 1.5.2 and its width is 1.2. Now click on delete segments. Delete the unwanted segments. So in that way we have covered our our exercise. Okay. Now let's do more exercises so you get crystal clear idea. So this one contains a lot of circles. So draw a simple circle here. Right click on it. Sorry, middle mouse button. Double click on it, and it is 8.4. Click on circle again and draw it. Click on the middle mouse button. Double click on it. It is 16. Click on center line. Draw a center line like this. Click on the middle mouse button. Sorry, right click first, then middle mouse button. Now I will click on circle. Draw the circle like this. Right click, middle mouse button. Double click on it. Uh, this one is 1 at a distance of 16. Sorry, its diameter is 2. Now I will draw a circle again. Click on the middle mouse button and its diameter is 4. Draw a circle like this. Draw one more circle like this. Click on the middle mouse button. So, so the smaller one, its diameter is 20, and for the bigger one, its diameter is 22. Click on center line like this. Center line again like this. Center line again like this. Click on the middle mouse button to exit it. By pressing Ctrl, select these two lines. Give it a distance. How much? So you see there are some constraint here. So click on it, delete. Now give it a distance. In my case, it is 3. So, notice that we got some weird issues. I want to show that these kind of issues will happen. So what I will do, I will press Ctrl Z again. So if I try to change this dimension to 6, okay, it's the issue. Press Ctrl Z again. Now by pressing Ctrl, select these two. Click on this. Now I'm getting some constraints. So click on this tangent one. Notice this is highlighted. So delete this one. Now if I type before I do change dimension, select this line. Sorry, press escape. Select this line. Click on this lock. Basically lock, what happens? It will make sure that this line is fixed. It cannot be moved. And this is basically what I want. Now double click on it. Type 3. Okay. Select this line. Notice there is a tangent made. So click on this and delete. These will create unwanted issues. So double click on it, type 3. Now I will go to the delete segment and delete these. I really want to show these issues because I don't want that when you do the course and say, hey, when I face issues, I don't know what to do. Click on the middle mouse button. Now click on select. Select these two lines by pressing Ctrl. click on mirror about this line. Now I want to draw some lines. Click on this line and click on this line. Click on the middle mouse button. Click on this line. Click on this line. Click on the middle mouse button. Click on the middle mouse button. Select these two. Click on tangent. Similarly, select these two. Click on tangent. Tangent relation is already there, so that is the reason I'm not doing any kind of modification. Now what I will do, I will go to delete segments, delete this segment, and I made an unwanted reasons. I don't basically I don't need to make it. Now what I will do, uh, click on select this line as well. Click on mirror about this line. Now what I will do, uh, the drawing is complete basically, but let's just read the unnecessary lines like these lines. They don't add any values. So in that way you can make it. Now let's create one more exercise. Draw the center line. Draw the center line again. Now click on the middle mouse button. Select this line, make it fixed. Select this line, make it fixed so that they don't move. Now click on circle, draw a circle here. Right click, sorry, middle mouse button. Double click on it and give it a diameter of 2.8. Distance is 3.5, sorry 6. Just confirming that I can't move. Okay, select this line, make it load. Notice I can't able to now move it. That is basically what I want. Click on circle again, draw the circle, middle mouse button, double click, and it is 5.6. Draw the line, click on the middle mouse button again. Select this line, click on distance, it is 3.5. And by pressing Ctrl, select this line and this line. Click on distance, and the total distance from here to here is 8. Now let's use some fillet. Um, Select this and this one. Click on dimensions, double click on it. This is 1, and this is 2. Draw a not center rectangle, one rectangle like this. Click on the middle mouse button. Width is 3 and the length is 7. By pressing Ctrl, select this line and this line. Click on distance. Okay, it's already 1.5. That is basically I want to just verify it. Click on fillet. Select these two lines. Click on select these two lines and go to the dimensions. Double click on it. Type 1. Type 1. Zoom in and select this by pressing Ctrl. Select this. Sorry. select this line. By pressing Ctrl select this line, click on distance, type 1, click on fillet, repeat here, dimensions, double click on it, 1, double click on it, 1. By pressing Ctrl select these two lines, I want to mirror. First click on select, then select these two lines. Mirror about what? This line. Oh, I forgot to mirror these things. Click on 3R, click on the middle mouse button. Select this circle. By pressing Ctrl select this one. Make sure it is tangent. Repeat this step here as well. About its radius, double click on it, enter the value of 12. So in that way we have created this thing as well. Okay, so this is where I end the sketching part. Now we will do the part. So click on new. I will choose now part. So in this video we are going to talk about parts, how to make it, and before that let's deal with the basics, as I assume that most of you doesn't know about anything. So in parts we will create 3D geometry. In sketch we will only create 2D geometry. So when you come to the parts, notice some planes are showing. So these are called planes. These gray area, it is called workspace. This thing is called tree. As you can see, model tree. Here all the features sketch that you have used to make your model will be placed here. Folder, your folder structure, whatever folder structure in your PC. Favorites, if you have any kind of favorites thing. And here you can see these above things. These are called tabs. Okay, so these are called tabs, and here you can see the different kind of commands. So in this course I will deal with model. I will might be there a little chance I will use analysis. I will not cover live simulation and annotate and other things. Okay, so main topic here is model. So this is a part. Okay, so how you can draw a sketch, convert into 3D. Okay, so this is a question that comes to your mind. So if I try to create a sketch, notice there is no sketch command. So how can I create a sketch? Because without a sketch I can't create a 3D geometry. Okay, so you can see a sketch is here. If I click on sketch, it is asking select a plane. So you know that sketch is a 2D. So I need to select a 2D plane where I can draw my sketch, and after that I can convert into 3D. So either you can select a sketch. For example, I select this plane. Let's cancel this. Yes. So here's my approach, how I basically do the work in Pro. For suppose I want to create the plane in create the sketch in 2D plane on top plane. So I will select the plane. Okay, and after that I will type shift N, make it normal to the screen, then click on here sketch. Notice all the sketch commands are now visible. Now let's say I create a circle. Now click on the middle mouse button to exit the circle command. Give it a dimensions as per your requirement. In my case 50 is fine. Click on this to fit to the screen. Now click OK. Now I am exit to the sketch mode. Now I want to convert it into 3D. Now watch carefully because I will show you some advanced tricks here as well. So if I click on extrude, Notice it becomes 3D, and I am giving some thickness. So you can increase or decrease the thickness from here as per your requirement. Let's say 60. So you can notice it increase. Now somebody say, hey, I want to extrude but in opposite direction. So click on this icon. It is now opposite direction. Now if I click on here, other options are there, symmetric and to the reference. So watch carefully. So you see this is the plane where I have drawn the sketch. Suppose I want to make it 60 mm length but 30 mm this side and 30 mm at the bottom side. So what I can do, I will click on here, click on symmetric. Notice. So it is total length is 60 mm and 30 mm on this side, 30 mm on bottom side because of symmetric. Now some of you say, hey, I want to create a pipe shape. What I can do? Either you can make two circle and extrude it, or draw a simple circle, click on thicken sketch. Notice it got some thickness. Let's say that the thickness is 5. Now watch carefully. This line is my sketch and I know it is 60 and it is the thickness. But somebody say, hey, what you basically know is the internal diameter or internal radius, and you want to thickness outside of it. So what you can do, simply go here, click on the reverse direction. Notice now the thickness is outside the sketch. So let's make it 70. Okay, 70 and click OK. Now a question will come in your mind, what is was the two reference in extrude? Let's try to figure it out. Before I do that, select this plane and I will click on the plane. I already selected a plane. Now click on translation, enter the value. In my case 60 is fine. Click OK. So notice a plane is created from this plane at a distance of 60. Select this plane, click on sketch. Press Shift plus N for normal skin to the view. Draw a circle here. Make sure that this circle diameter is less than its thickness. Click on the middle mouse button, double click on it, type 30, press enter. Now click OK in sketch mode. Now watch carefully what I will do. Click on extrude. Now I want to extrude up to this surface, not outside, not inside. So how should I approach? Some people will think, hey, click the reverse direction and extrude it. But the issue is that the curve part. If you move too much forward, then this flat surface will still be there. But if you move less, then again other issue. So what you will do, click on here, click on to reference. Now select this face. Notice it is extrude only up to the surface, so it is quite handy. Now click on thicken sketch. Give it a thickness as per your requirement. 5 is fine for me. Click OK. Now a question comes to your mind. There need to be hole here. So how can I create a hole? If you are from SolidWorks, then you know that in SolidWorks software there is something called extrude cut. But I don't see any kind of extrude cut. So Pro is little different. So let me show you how to cut it here. Select this face, click on sketch, press shift and normal to the screen. Draw a circle here. Click on the middle mouse button. Now what I will do, click OK and click on extrude. But I said that I will cut this part and I'm extruding it. It is not look right. So what you have to do is you have to click on remove material, because this time you are removing a material. But one issue is that my remove material is this direction. I want to reverse it. So click on here. Now how can I cut it? One way is that beginners basically do. They increase the thickness and cut it. I don't recommend this method. The reason is that this is not highly accurate and you will face some issues. If I have personal choice, I will click on to reference, select this face. Notice it cut it out. and it cut in the curved surface. So if you have any geometry inside of it, it will not cut by you. So I will use this thing. Okay, click OK. Now we have covered the extrude command. Okay, and we will cover other command as well. Now suppose I want to make it fillet. Fillet basically means rounding or smooth edges. So by pressing Ctrl, select these two. This will automatically pop up. Click on the fillet. So give it the fillet dimension as per your requirement. Let's say 3. Click OK here. So in that way you can do fillet. Let's see the chamfer as well. So by pressing Ctrl, select these two. Click on chamfer. How much? Let's say 1.5. Click click OK. There are plenty of ways, distance, angle, distance, etc. We will cover it when we will do exercises. I just giving you some simple introduction. Click OK. So I have done chamfer it. Okay. So and so that's all for this one. Okay. In the next video we will cover what revolve and other commands. So that's for all. So in this video, we are going to do some exercises based on extrude. So I will click on part, solid, click OK. Let's make it full screen. So you can choose the plane as per your requirement. In my case, I will choose top plane. OK. And click on sketch. Press Shift N for normal skin to the view. So first thing that I will do, I will click on line and I will draw some lines like I'm showing. Click on the middle mouse button. Click on the middle mouse button again to make this. You can also use rectangle tool as per your requirements. It's up to you. So let's give them some dimensions. So this one is 20. This one is 10. Click on fit to screen so that you know it will fit on the screen. Now what I will do, I will add some chamfer. So sorry, cancel this. Close. So click on chamfer. Select these two edges. Zoom in. Click on dimensions. Double click on it. Type 5. 5 as well. Click on OK. Click on extrude. So I will do extrusion only 2 mm. So type 2. Click OK. It is just a simple exercise for beginner. After later on we will do more complex. So click on this surface. Click on sketch. Press Shift N for normal skin to the view. Now what I will do, I will click on rectangle tool. Draw a rectangle like this. Click on the middle mouse button. Now let's give some height. So its height will be 12. Click on dimensions. 12. I have to give some fillet. Click on fillet. This will be 5. Click OK. Click extrude. Click on reverse direction. Enter the thickness 2 mm. Click OK. Now I have to make one more. Select this face, click on sketch, shift and middle mouse button. Its height will be 8 and thickness will be 2 mm. So click OK first, click on Extrude, reverse direction 2, click OK. So in that way we have created our first exercise. So this is how it looks like. Okay. Now let's work on our second exercise. So click on File, New, Part, Solid, click OK. So I will start making this one from the front plane. Click on Sketch, press Shift N for normal screen to the view. So click on Line, draw the line as I'm showing. Close this, click on the middle mouse button, click on middle mouse button again. Double click on it, type 10. So notice that it's quite messed up, don't worry about it. Just move it this side and it's also this side. Zoom in. So this thing. So double click, type 5. Click on this, type 1. This one is 10. Select this, make it lock so that this dimension doesn't change. Double click on this, make it 6. Click on fit to the screen. Move it downwards. Shift and double click on this, make it 5. And select this line, click on this, make it 1. Now I will click on fillet, select these two edges, click on dimensions, double click on it, type 1, click OK and click on extrude. Make sure that you this time select symmetric so that when I select the face to make a circular hole it will be easier for me. So symmetric and its width is 5. Click OK. Select this face, click on sketch, shift N for normal to the screen to the view. Click on this so that it will become this way. Now I will draw a line like this. Click on the middle mouse button, click on middle mouse button again. Select this line, make it for construction purposes. Click on circle, draw a circle here. Click on the middle mouse button again, double click, type 2.8. Cut a hole of 1 mm. So click OK, click on extrude, click on remove material, type 1, click on reverse direction, click OK. Select this edge by pressing Ctrl, select this edge, click on fillet, give the fillet radius 0.2, click OK. Now select this face, click on sketch, shift and click on this to fit to the screen. I need to create holes, so I will draw a circle and click on the middle mouse button. Double click on it and it is 1 mm diameter. Notice that I'm not able to select this edge. So here's the thing. To make a hole there is a better way. So click on cancel, click yes and it will remove the sketch. So what you can do is there is something command called hole. Notice the hole is there. Now how can I define that hole? So they are control points. So select this control point from this edge, another one from this. Now notice this value. So change this value. How much? Double click 1, double click 1, double click 1, click OK, and I will teach some more commands. I will select this fits a hole. Okay, click on pattern. Let's see where is the mirror one. Mirror command, or just you can use pattern. Pattern will also not be issue. Select this pattern. Selected items. Okay, and dimensions. How far it is. So 3. First direction. Cancel this. Yes. So I will do pattern in deep detail later onwards, so don't worry about it. Now let's try to create a hole again. Select this, make this edge to this one and this one to this one, one. Click OK, click on round, select this edge and this edge. Give it a radius of 1. OK, select this one, double click on it, type 1 here as well. So we have done 2 exercises by now of extrude command and some other commands. Pattern command I will do in deep details. Don't worry, there will be quite a good exercises there later onwards. Namaste guys. In this video we are going to learn about revolve command. So let's see how to approach this. So select a plane. In my case I am selecting this plane, that is top plane. Click on sketch. Press shift N for normal skin to the view. First thing that you have to do is draw a circle. Right click on your mouse and click on the middle mouse button to exit the circle mode. Double click on it and give it a diameter as per your requirement and give it the distance as per your requirements. In my case 30 and 100 is fine. Click on this to fit to the screen. Now what I will do, I will click on center line and draw a center line here. Click on the middle mouse button to exit this. Now click OK. Now what I will do, I will click on the revolve, select my sketch. Notice it made automatically. So the purpose of center line is basically to tell the axis about which it has to rotate. So that is the purpose of central axis. And you can do the same things like we have done in Extrude. For example, if you want to make it hollow, click on Thicken, and you can increase or decrease the thickness as per your requirement. Let's say 2. Okay. Uh, Click OK, and they are the same features like symmetric, reference, and it's up to you how you want to use it. Click OK. Click on transparency control. Make it 50%. Just to know it is a hollow pipe, not a full pipe. If you look at through the wireframe, you can see how does it through the. We can change hidden line. So with the hidden line, you can see this. You see this circle inside. This is because of its hollow. And in revolve command, you can also remove the material like I have shown earlier. So you can choose as per your requirements. So in this video, we are going to learn how to create holes round, that basically means fillet, or chamfer command. Let's see one by one. So select a plane. Let's make it normal to the screen. Select this plane, click on sketch. First thing that I will do, I will create a center rectangle. If you are not able to see the center rectangle, click on here and select the center rectangle. Click on this. From here, draw this. Click on the middle mouse button to exit the rectangle mode. Give it a length height as per your requirement. Here I am giving 60 by 60, but you can choose as per your requirement. Click on this fit to the screen. Now click OK. Click on extrude. In my case, I will give a thickness of 10 mm, but you can choose any thickness as per your requirement. Click OK. Now what I will do, I will select this face, click on normal to the screen. Now what I want to do is, I want to create a hole. So I will click on hole. Notice a hole command is here. Notice these two things. So these two things help to define what is the distance, vertical and horizontal distance. So when this become a this cone shape, it's basically vertical and horizontal distance. So I can change the value here. For example, let's make it 10. Make it 10 here as well, and make this 8. So my whole diameter is 8, and my offset distance is 10 by 10 from the edges. Okay, and you can make for example, in my case, its depth is 21.36. So that is the reason it is throughout. But if I want, if I, for example, let's say 8, so you see this kind of shape. You can change the profile as well as per your requirements. But again, it's up to you. Notice now cone is there. You can make a custom one from the sketch, but again, it's up to you. I'm choosing this one, and let's make it 10 because I want to show it throughout 15. 15 is better. Click OK. So now we have learned how to make a hole. Let's try to learn about round, or that is sometimes also called fillet. So click on it. So it's very simple. Select a edge and double click on it and enter the value. In my case, it is 8. So it will create this thing. Okay. So you can change the value as per your requirement. There are many other options are there. For example, circular, conic. Notice in conic, For example, look carefully. Now, I just do it so that you can visualize properly. Select this. So this is the circular one. Now watch carefully what will happen if I click on conic. It will become a little bit conic and see to continuous. You can change and the parameters and see what you will get. Okay, it's quite nothing science I think and easy. Plus, when we will do tutorials, you will able to realize when to use, what to use, and how to use it. So click OK. Now let's see the other command that is chamfer. So click on chamfer, select this edge. So first one is distance. So what basically it means is that, sorry, that's not outside. So what basically it means is that distance from this edge to here, it is 8. One more thing, that 8 distance is constant for both of them. But if I choose d1 by d2, I can change the value from 1, for example, to 8. Notice. But in case of d by d, the value will be same, constant for both of them. So let's say d1 by d2. Okay, d1 by d2 is an angle d. For example, I click on it, type 10. So this is the distance and this is the angle. You can change the angle as per your requirement. Let's say 30 degree. So 30 degree. Okay. Now click on here and you can also change this thing. For example, you want to say, hey, I want to change the orientation. So you can by clicking on it, you can change the orientation as well. The next one is 45D. So same goes here and you can try other as well. So just click OK. So we have covered hole, round, and chamfer. Okay, so that's for all in this video. Namaste guys. In this video, we will learn about pattern. So as you can see that pattern command is currently not highlighted because I didn't select any kind of feature. So let's say I select this cut hole. Now my pattern is highlighted. Click on this pattern. Now you can see there are multiple types. So I will cover first three. The rest of them will be covered, for example, in some exercises. So I will click on dimension one. So what does dimension signifies? Hey, so if I select any dimension, it will use that feature in same direction. For example, watch closely. For example, I want to make this hole in this direction. So what I will do, I will select this. Notice the dimension is here. Double click on it, type 20. Here, increase the number of instances to 3. Notice these yellow dots. So this is where my holes will be created. If I click on this one and click this dimension, okay, so let's say it is 15. Now observe this. Okay, if I click on OK, notice it created the holes at the yellow points. So right click on delete pattern. Now what I will do, I will select this again, click on pattern, but this time instead of dimension, I will choose direction. So in case of direction, you choose basically the edges, planes, so to signify the direction. For example, if I select this edge and notice the arrow is also in this direction. So if I, let's say I want to create 3 instances and I want to put a space of 15. Observe this. Similarly, click on here and select the edge. So let's say select this edge. Now notice the arrow is in this direction, but there is nothing there. So I want it to opposite direction. Click on this. Now increase the distance, let's say 20 in this case, and let's say make it 3. So if I click OK, it will create holes. So right click click on delete pattern and select this feature, click on pattern, and now I will choose axis. So axis basically means circular one. So if I zoom in, notice this gizmo. So this is the center of origin. If I select the Z axis, so it knows that it has to rotate about this. So you can see. Now let's try to understand how does this command work. Here you can see the number 90. So it's basically saying that these holes are 90-degree apart. Suppose someone say, hey, I want them 30-degree apart. So enter the value of 30. So enter the value of 30. Now all these holes are 30-degree apart. Okay, so it's up to you. And here I click on angular extent. So what will happen? Let's say I type 8. So it will create 8 holes automatically, 8 divided by 360 degree, and create automatically instead of defining angle. What is the angle between? So the angle between them is basically defined by number of instances. Let's say I say make it 6 holes. Notice. So that's a quite cool thing. So let's say 4. Click OK. So we have covered the pattern command. Okay. The other three features in pattern command will be covering, when we will do some exercises. And some people, question as in mind when we cover these things. So these are basically surface commands, and I will not going to teach surfaces here. If there is any command that is basically related to solid part, then I will cover. Okay. So that's for all. Namaste. In this video, we are going to learn about mirror command. So how can I use mirror? So to use a mirror, for example, if I select this feature, notice that the mirror is not highlighted. Okay, so how can I use it? So what you have to do is don't select the feature from here. Select the feature from the model tree. Select this. Notice my mirror command is highlighted. So click on the mirror. Now it is asking for a plane about which you want to mirror. So let's say I select this plane. Notice it created. Click OK. Now let's try to do one more time. Click on this mirror. Click on mirror. I want to mirror about this plane. Click OK. So in that way you can create this mirror command. Now we will also learn about shell command. I will select this top face. Click on shell. So as the shell says, it creates shell. So it will be a shell and the top is gone. Okay, you can increase or decrease the thickness, or you can change the orientation as per your requirements. It's up to you. It can be used for making toys, outside bodies or cars, etc. It depends on you how good or bad you are. Let's say this one is fine. Click OK. So this is how it looks like. So I hope you learned something. That's for all. In this video, we are going to learn about sweep command. So select a plane, suppose like this one, click normal to the screen, click on sketch. Now, first thing that you have to do is draw the profile. Okay, so let's use Spline tool to draw the simple profile. Click on the middle mouse button to exit this. Click on the middle mouse button again to exit the Spline command. Click OK. Now, what you have to do is select this sketch, click on sweep. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to draw the basically uh, profile that I want to do sweep. So this is the path and I need a profile that move along this path. So I will click on sketch. Now what I will do, I will draw a circle here. Click on the middle mouse button, double click on this and give it a some value as per your requirement. 120 is fine for me. Let's make it 60. 60 will be better. 80 will be better. Click OK. Notice that this is how it looks like. But I want to make it hollow. So what I can do? One thing is that I again make sweep command and this time use remove material, or being a smart, little bit smart, click on thicken sketch, and here you go, you got your hollow. So in that way you can create custom pipe design very quickly. Now click OK. See, we have made the shape. So that's for all. Now that we have learned enough commands, let's try to do some exercises. So I will select this plane, click on normal to the screen, click on sketch. Now click on 3-point arc. Click on the middle mouse button to exit it. Select this endpoint of the curve by pressing Ctrl and this point. Click on make vertical. Double click on it and make it 300. You can choose any other dimension as per your requirement. Select this, click on sweep, click on sketch, draw a circle here, click on the middle mouse button, double click on it, type 150, click OK. I want it to be hollow type, so what I can do, I can click on thicken sketch, increase the thickness 30 or 20 is fine, click OK. Now what I will do, I will select this, click on normal to the screen, click on sketch, circle, draw a circle here, click OK, click on extrude. Okay, I want flange shape, so what I can do, click on thicken, increase this to 60 and click on reverse direction. So because of the directions sometimes you get some issues. So I reduce this thickness to 20. Let's make it 80. Click OK. Select this face. Click normal to the screen. Select this. Click on sketch. Draw a circle here from center. Click on the middle mouse button. Double click. Give it a radius. Diameter, sorry. Click on it. Make it for construction purposes. Click a circle again. Click on the middle mouse. Enter the value 20. Click OK. Click on extrude, but this time choose remove material. Click on reverse direction. As you can see that our blind thickness is enough, so I don't have to worry about. Click OK. But I want more. So what I can do is select this extrude. Click on pattern. Instead of dimension, I will choose axis. And here I will choose this. Increase. Click on angular extent and just increase this number. Let's say 10. Click OK. Similarly, let's repeat the steps here. You can make this by using angular pattern. I recommend try to do your own. Uh, the main aim is whatever the my main aim is that you have to grasp of the command. So I will do again all the steps repeat. So watch carefully. Select this normal to the screen. Click on sketch. Okay, circle. Click OK. It's better to practice. Practice will help you a lot. Make it 80. Make it 10 or 20. Click OK. Select this base, normal to the screen, sketch, draw a circle here, middle mouse button, double click on it, 200. Select this, make it for construction. Draw a circle here, middle mouse button, double click on it, 20. Click OK. Go to the extrude, remove item, material, sorry, reverse the direction. Click OK. Select this extrude and click on here pattern. Instead of this, click on axis. Axis is showing increase the number of instances as per your requirement. In my case 10 is fine. Click OK. Okay, some issues there. Right click, delete pattern. It's a mistake. Pattern, axis, select the axis. Click on angular extent. Because of that I faced the issue. Make it 10. Click OK. So in that way we have make another one. You can also add the fillet by pressing Ctrl, select these two edges, click on fillet, enter the fillet value as per your requirements. 20, as you can see, big, quite big. So 10 will be better. Let's add some more. Click OK. When you do start working on a long project, I highly recommend start giving name. For example, this one, main body. So in that way, for example, in future you want to edit some part or something, you can simply search for main, okay, and you can easily edit them. So that will be very beneficial for you. So we have made these exercise. Namaste guys, in this video we are going to do a exercise. Okay, so let's start. Select a plane, click normal to the screen, click on sketch. So let's see how to approach this. So click on line. Just to know that all my dimensions are in mm. So I will draw a line like this. Click on the middle mouse button to exit the sketch command. I click on twice so that I got the dimensions. So its length will be how much? 76. I already calculated. 76. This is 10 and this is 6. A piece of advice: when you click 3-point arc, if you use 3-point arc here, notice I'm not getting this basically looks weird. So press escape. So use 3-point arc in the opposite side where it is not connected to sketch, then connect it to the sketch, and now I can get this arc. Okay, so if you try to use 3-point arc from here instead of here, you will get unwanted or weird issues. So yeah, choose wisely. So click on the middle mouse button, double click on it, give it a value of 18. Select this point and this point, make this relation. Just click on the middle mouse button again, middle mouse button. So this line will be 54 minus 18, and this will be 10. Click on circle, draw a circle, click on the middle mouse button, double click on it, and give it a radius of 28. Sorry, radius, I said radius, and now but I'm giving diameter, so my bad. So click on here. So it is saying here that you can't define radius and diameter at both at the same time. So what I'm doing was over defining. So click on diameter one, click on delete, because I want to define it radius. So yeah, this is the one that we're talking about. Click on line, select this line and join this. Click on the middle mouse button. Select this and this middle mouse button again, and let's give some values. So this one is 20, and let's delete some unwanted segments. Click OK. Model, symmetric, How much? 72. Click OK. Select this by pressing Ctrl and this one as well. Click on round. Give it a radius of 10. Click OK. The reason I give symmetric, now I can use this plane to make my sketch. If I use blind or something else, then I have to create a plane in the middle of it, and it's a time consuming thing. So that's the reason. So select this one, click on here, click on sketch. Currently it is not centered in the screen, so click on here to fit to the screen and make it center. So now let's draw a circle. Let's make it 2. Yep. Now give it a value 18, 36. This one is 82, and center line are from here. Middle mouse button. By pressing Ctrl, select this point and this point. Click on here. So its value will be 54 plus 46 plus 18. Enter. Click OK. Extrude. How much? 54. And it must be symmetric. You can see it's outward. If I click on symmetric, it's inward. I already covered the next two topics, so yeah, you can watch it there. Select this, click normal to the screen, click on sketch, draw a circle here, go to the 3 point arc, from here. Ah, I have a better middle mouse button. Now if I try to use it might work. Yeah. So I want to draw tangent lines. Now watch carefully because I face some issues here, and I will tell you what are the issues and how to resolve it. So if I select this point and select this one, click on the middle mouse button. So what I want to make them tangent. So if I select this point and select this line and click on tangent, notice I got this issue. So how to resolve this? So here's a solution that I found. Select this line, not the point, the line, and select this circle. Click on tangent. Okay, just delete this point entity, delete, because I want tangent to the line, not to the point. So I remember that. So click on here and delete the unwanted. This is already tangent here, so I don't have to worry about it. And let's make one more. Mouse button. Um, this segment. Click OK. Extrude. Notice solid is not working. It basically means that our sketch is open somewhere, and that is the issue. So we have to fix it, or is I'm sure that this is from something here. Click on edit sketch. So these are 2 points. So just delete this segments, unwanted segments. Click OK. Now let's try the extrude command. Notice it is filled now. So sometimes you have to deal with these kind of weird issues. Just keep a habit of it, dealing with it. Symmetric. Click OK. Now here's the thing, I want a plane exactly at the center of it. So what I can do, I will select this axis, click on plane, but it's incline, I don't want incline. So here's the thing that I will do, select this face, click on plane, uh, let's type, uh, let me open calculator for a second. How much distance it is? 54 plus 46 plus 18, 118. So I will type minus 118. Click OK. So select this, normal to the screen. From the back will be better. Click on sketch. Middle mouse button. Middle mouse button again to see the dimensions. So what you have to do is select this point by pressing Control. Okay, I'm not able to select the axis. Middle mouse button. So select this point by pressing Control. Select this one. Distance. So how much distance it is? 28. Click OK. Extrude. Symmetric. 10. Click OK. Select the extrude command from here. Click on mirror. Select this plane. Click OK. Now I want to create some hole as well. So select this face. Click normal to the screen. Click on hole. Take them over to here and here. So this distance is 18. Oh, my bad. Click on edit. And this distance from here to here is 54 plus 46. The diameter is 12 and it will be throughout the hole. Click OK. I want a hole this side as well. So what I can do, select the hole feature from here. What I want, mirror about this plane. Click OK. Select this, normal to the screen. Click on sketch. I'll be using center rectangle. Middle mouse button. So this will be 20. This will be 40. No, this is also 20. And click OK and click on extrude. But this time I'm basically removing the material. So click on reverse direction. Click on remove material. Click OK. So we have made this part. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you have any kind of doubt inquiries, feel free to ask. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Namaste. Namaste guys. Now we will start assembly. Okay. So to make assembly, we need first some parts. So we are first going to make parts and then we will look at assembly. So click on part, solid, okay. So I'm going to make some parts. So you guys have some ideas what is going on. So I will select this and click on normal to the screen, click on sketch, and first I will draw a center rectangle like this and click on the middle mouse button. Let's give it 200, 200, zoom in, draw a circle here, middle mouse button, 50, click OK, extrude, how much? I think 50 is fine, click OK. So save this file, OK, click on new, I will create one more component, select a plane, click normal to the screen, sketch, and draw stuff like this. Middle mouse button. This one is 50. The bigger one is 200. Zoom in. Draw a line here. Doesn't matter where you put because it is basically going to use for teaching mates. Just make sure there is a straight line. That's all. That's basically that's one of the most. Click OK. Extrude 50. Click OK. Press Ctrl S and save it. Now click File, New, click on Assembly, Design, click OK. Now this is how assembly look like. A first question that comes to your mind, how can I import assembly? What are the different features available here? So you can make sketches here as well in assembly mode, and you can see some commands are also here. But let's see first how to import it. So to import it, click on assembly, click on the part that you want to import, click open. So this is how it looks like when you import it. Now you can see different kind of things, for example, constraints, move, etc, etc. So in constraint type, this one, click on default or click on fix. So what happened by fix is that this part will not going to move or rotate or anything else. So this part will going to be fixed its place. It is quite convenient for me because when I do animation or anything else, this will be fixed. So click OK. And now let's import our another part. Click on assembly, click on part. Now watch carefully. Now we will learn different kind of constraints. So if I click on here, you can see these are connection type and these are constraints. So first constraint that we are going to learn is uh, let's say centered. So what I will do, select this face, select this face and this face. Notice it is centered to it. So this is also called concentric mate. Okay. So right click, remove it because this is just for the show purposes. Click cancel, click yes. Notice the part is also moved. Now let's try again. Click open. Now let's say I want that this face is parallel to this face, or let's say I want two things. I want that this face is attached to this face. How can I do that? I will select this face and select this face. Now notice there is a command called normal, but I don't want normal. I want consonant. Now you see it's attached to it. If I click on OK, not cancel, click on OK, then these two will be shown. Suppose I want that this pin to be coincide with this one. How can I do it? There is no constraint option showing here. So what you have to do is select this part, right click, click on this edit option, click on here and click on this plane, it automatically pick up Constraint. Okay, so this is called Constraint. Click OK. Now, suppose for some reason you say, hey, I want to delete that Constraint face mate. How can you do that? That is also a necessity. So right click on here. You can see the different kind of mates constraints. So select this one. And notice it is the face one. So right click, remove. So now these faces are not attached with each other. Similarly, right click this one, remove. Or you can what you can do is press, press Control Z. Just click on this constraint enable. So when you uncheck this, all your constraints are gone now. And you can drag your part like this. Click OK, close. Let's see the offset one. So what I will do, right click this one and click on here, click on distance. So for distance I will select a face, this face and this face. So I can add my custom distance, make sure distance one, and add distance, for example 10. So you can see the distance is 10. So in that way you can customize the distance as per your requirement. It might be necessity for you when you do, for example, complex project or rigging. Okay, and suppose someone say, hey, I want to move this forward or rotate it. How can I do that? So this circle you see, this is called gizmo. So if I move this, I can move in certain axis. The arrow basically helps us to rotate in certain axis. Let's hide the planes because quite annoying. Thing. Okay, question is why I'm not able to use this because of this constraint. So uncheck this one. Now I can move forward as well. About this one, why it is not working? It is because of a constraint. So I have to move all the constraints. Plus you can also rotate it from here. Okay, so click enable constraint type. You can see the constraint this one. So if I uncheck this one, now I can also move it here and rotate it as well. So you can see the different kind of constraints that are available here. Make sure that you just close, make it small. So you can see distance, constant distance. These are the different constraints that are provided by me. So let's uncheck all of them. Click OK. Click on drag. Click OK. So close. So you can have like this, drag it. I'm not clicking on my mouse. I just click once and then I left it. So it is moving on its own. Basically, my mouse is moving, but I doesn't press any button. Click OK, close. Now right click, click on here. Now there's something called connection type, rigid, cylinder. These are things. So these things are, uh, high level things. These things I might not cover because this takes a lot of time and hard work. I have covered these things like this in basically SolidWorks. If you want to get some ideas, you can get it. I will try to cover this topic, but I'm not sure about it. So that's for all for constraints. In the next tutorial, you will see how to make a part and do the assembly. So this is just a basic introduction. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. That's for all. And Namaste guys, in this video we are going to learn how to make Oldham coupling in Ptc Creo. So let's start. First I'm going to make some parts, so click on part, click OK. Select a plane as per your requirement. I'm selecting this plane, normal to the screen, click on sketch. Draw a circle as per your requirement. Click on the middle mouse button, give it a diameter as per your requirement. 200 is fine for me. Click OK, click on extrude 30. Make it 40, click OK. Select this face, click normal to the screen, click on sketch, draw a circle again, click on the middle mouse button, double click on it, give it a diameter of 50, click OK, click on extrude, extrude as per your requirements, it is not an that important dimension, click OK. Now select this face, click normal to the screen, click on sketch. Here I am going to use centric angle, draw this shape. Height doesn't matter, only the width is. So click on the middle mouse button, give it your desired width. 40 is fine for me. Click OK. Now click on extrude, click on remove material, click on reverse direction, enter the value of 20, click OK. So this is our first part. Now let's save it. Press Ctrl S. Let's rename this part so that it will be easier for us. Manage file, rename, and rename it Oldham 1. Okay, now click on file. Make sure that you know what is the diameter of it. If you forget the diameter, then it will be issue. So click on analysis, click on measure, and click on diameter. So if I check it, its radius is 100 and diameter is 200. All dimensions are in inches. So click on file, new, part, click OK, make it full screen. Select a plane as per your requirement, normal to the screen, click on sketch, draw a circle here, click on the middle mouse button, double click on it, enter the diameter value of 200, click OK, click on extrude, click on symmetry, click on 30, click OK, select this face, click on normal to the screen, click on sketch, draw a circle here, go to the center rectangle, draw center rectangle like this, click on the middle mouse button, double click on it, make it 40. Now I will click on delete segments and trim the unnecessary parts or sketch. Click OK, click extrude, enter the value of 20, click OK. Now select this face, click normal to the screen, click on sketch, draw a circle here. This time I will make center rectangle, but it is in horizontal direction. Click on the middle mouse button, double click, make it 40. Delete segments. Click OK. Click on extrude. Enter the value of 20. Click OK. Let's save, rename this part. Manage, rename, Oldham 2. Oldham 2. Click OK. Click on File, New. I'm going to do assembly, design. Click OK. Make it full screen. Select a plane as per your requirement. I'm selecting this plane, normal to the screen. Let's draw some sketch. The purpose of sketch is just to make sure that our part at correct place. middle mouse button again, and 60, and this will be 100. Click OK. Click on Insert Assembly. In Session, click on Oldham Part 1. Select this axis and select this sketch. It is not picking up, so I have to figure some other ways. So it is asking for assembly, so what I can do is uh, select. Let's make it first switch to the screen. How should I fix this? Coincident. I will select this axis and select this plane. Make them coincident. Click on New Constraint. I will select this axis and select this plane. So I have two of them. Click OK. Now what I will do, insert in session, Alt and 2, click open. So here you need to watch carefully what I will do. So I will use select this face and select this face. Instead of normal, click on constant. Now click on new constraint. Select this face and this face. Click on constant. Click OK. I want this Oldham one once more. So what I will do, click insert in session, Oldham part 1. Now first rotate it. After that, I will select this edge and this plane, but instead I will choose something called distance. So let's enter the distance value 60. Click on new constraint, select this and this plane. Click on new constraint, select this and this face. Select this face and this face. Click on consonant. Okay, my bad. So here's the thing. I doesn't click on new, so I basically messed up some constraint. So click on new constraint. Let me cancel it. Yes. Let me make it from scratch because I forgot some hits. Click on Alt F1. So first thing that I'm going to do is to rotate it. Now watch carefully from now on. Click on here and select this. Now move this upward. Click on new constraint. Select this and select this. Click on distance. Enter the distance value 50. Click on new. Sorry, not this one. remove, select this and this face. Click on new constraint again, select this and this thing. Click on consonant. For some reason it is not picking the consonant one. Click OK. Okay, it's picked up. Now let's hide or select or hide it. So if I click on drag and select this part, notice I am getting the old coupling animation. About the sketch that I used to, I thought that I will make it. Unfortunately, it is not working in this. In SolidWorks it works, but unfortunately not in Pro. So sorry for that. Click on close. You can add appearance or material as per your requirements. Choose the right one. Click OK. Choose this one. Click OK. So in this way you can make your Oldham coupling. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you have any kind of doubts and queries, feel free to ask. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Namaste. Namaste guys, in this video we are going to learn how to make a simple crank engine mechanism in Ptc Creo. So let's start. So first thing that I need is to create parts. So let's create first thing we called crank. Click OK. Select a plane as per your requirement. So I'm selecting the right plane. Click normal to the screen. Click on sketch. Now draw a circle here. It's up to you how much or big you want. Okay, click on the middle mouse button. Double click on it. Enter the value 50. So 50 is the diameter of it. Click OK. Click on extrude. Click on symmetric. Uh, so let's make it 50 for the sake of simplicity. Click OK. Now select this face. Click normal to the screen. Now I want to make something here. So click on sketch. Here, watch carefully this step. So draw a line. Click on the middle mouse button. Click on the middle mouse button again. Double click. Enter the value as per your requirement. Uh, but you need to make sure. I highly recommend just copy whatever I'm making. So let's say 100. Okay. Now I want something, a slot type shape. How can I make it? So watch this step carefully. Don't select this line. Okay. Remember, don't select this line. Click on thicken. Click on circular. Select this line. Enter the thickness. I know it is 50. So let's make it 60 and enter the value 30. Whatever the value you put of thickness, make sure it is half value. Click OK. Notice we got something. Click close. Select this line. Make it construction because I'm going to do extrusion. Click OK. Click extrude. Make it 10. Click OK. Select this face. Click normal to the screen. Click on sketch. Draw a circle here. Click on it. Click OK and extrude. 60 is fine. Click OK. Now I want the same thing on other side, but we are engineers, so by pressing Ctrl select these two, click on mirror about this plane. Click OK. So in that way we have created our first part. Okay, now this part is already saved, so let's Control S, click OK, click on File, New, click on Part, click OK. So what I'm going to make is piston. So select a plane as per your requirement. I'm selecting this plane, normal to the screen. Click on Sketch. Draw a center line here. Click on the middle mouse button and click on center rectangle. Uh, Click on the middle mouse button. Enter the value carefully and think about what you are going to do. So I'm making it rough dimensions. Okay. So what I'm going to put here is 80 and 20, and the distance from here to here is 30. Select all this sketch, click on mirror. Where is the mirror? Mirror, select this, click OK, and click on extrude. So extrude up to 100, click OK, select a face, click normal to the screen, uh, click on sketch, draw a center line at the center of it, click on the middle mouse button, draw a circle, click OK, double click, make it 50 at least, and click OK, click on extrude, remove material through all, reverse direction, click OK, select this plane, click normal to the screen, click on sketch, click on corner rectangle, click on the middle mouse button, 150, 200, 20, 20. Click on delete segments, delete these segments, click OK, click on Revolve workspace, select this, click OK, click on File, Manage File, Rename. Rename is at piston. There are chances that I will do some mistakes and I will make it correct later onwards. So click on File, New, Part, click OK, select this, click normal to the screen, click on Sketch, draw a line here, click on the middle mouse button, click on the middle mouse button again. So how big should I make? Uh, if I remember correctly, 60, 120, 300 is fine for it. 250 is also fine for it. I don't want to make it too big or too small. Uncheck the line. Make sure that you have not selected the line. Click on Thicken, select this. Click on Circular. Enter the value 60, 30. Click OK. Uh, I guess press Ctrl Z. Oh, the reason is that click on Thicken. Make sure that you select Circular. I doesn't select Circular as accidentally select Open. So click on here, 60, OK, 30, OK, and I think that's for me follows. Select this line, make it construction, draw two circles here, middle mouse button, 50, and click OK. Where is the extrude? Make sure it's symmetry, 50, click OK, and I think that's okay. Now I'll click on File, New, assembly, design, click OK. Make it big screen, uh, assembly. Uh, First import the crank. Watch carefully the steps I'm taking. Select this and select the datum of the assembly. Select this and select this plane. Instead of distance, make it coincident. Click OK. Now let's import other parts. Click on here. Click on insertion. Piston. Okay, I make the piston too big. My bad. I have to make it small. I will work it on it. Click OK. So, we, so I will right click on it. Click on open folder. I have to change this one. Click on this dimensions. Click on normal to this. Okay, this is extrude cut, so don't have to worry about it. I think this is the last one. Yeah, revolve one. Edit dimensions and normal to the screen. Dimension first, double click, make it 80 and make this 70. 120. Click OK. Press Ctrl S, save, close this. Now this looks okay to me. Click on here in session part 001. So select this axis and select this axis. It is not normal, it is coincident. Now select this face and select this face. Click on coincident again and select this axis. Select this axis. Coincident. Okay, here's the thing that I have done a mistake here. Click on close first, yes. So basically, when you try to make mates, make sure that you whenever you create a new mate, you have to add new constraints. So watch carefully what mistakes that I'm. So I imported the part. So if I select this and this one, click on coincident. Now after I'm happy with it, click on new constraints. So this was my mistake. I didn't do that. Shift middle mouse button to pan constraint. Now click on new constraints. Select this axis and select this one. Excellent. Click on new constraint again. Select this face and this face. Click OK. Now what I have to do is uh, first with this one, select this one. Click on here, edit. Select this plane and this plane. Click OK. and edit. Select its middle plane and this plane. Make it coincident. I was wondering, press Control Z. Uh, I accidentally don't use new constraints, so make sure that you use new constraints. I don't want to modify the previous constraint. I already done that mistake once. Click on coincident. Click OK. Now let's try to you see it's working or not. So click on drag, select this part. Okay, it's working, but you see it's moving forward backward. I don't want it, so click close. So what I can do for it, select this part, click on here, edit, select this axis and select this axis. Enter the value of distance. First press Ctrl Z. Uh, cancel it, cancel it. I should, yes, cancel it. If I try to OK it, I might mess with some constraints. So click on OK here. Now first thing that I have to do is click on new constraints. Select this and select this face. Here distance. Enter the value of distance as per your requirement. 150 is fine for me. Click OK. So if I try to right now, notice it is working quite well. That hides the unwanted, sketches. Now, okay. So to animate, so let's like this. So notice we have made how easily this one. This is one of my favorite mechanism to make it basically in SolidWorks. But I thought, hey, I will love it to make it in PTC Creo as well. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you have any kind of doubts and queries, feel free to ask. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Namaste. In this video, we are going to learn how to create universal coupling in PTC Creo. So let's start. So click on New, Part, OK. Select a face as per your requirement. I am selecting this face, normal to the screen. Click on Sketch. Draw a circle here. Draw a circle again. Click on the middle mouse button. Double click, give it the diameter and radius as per your requirement. In my case, the inner one is 25, the outer one is 50. Click on rectangle. Click on the middle mouse button. Okay, it's already defined and I don't have enough to do. Now, what I will click on grid segments. Make sure that you read the segments properly, else you will face issues that won't work. Click OK. Click on Extrude. Click on Symmetry. Click on 70. Click OK. Select this face. Click on Normal to the screen. Click on Sketch. Click on Center Rectangle. Select this and make it. Click on the middle mouse button. Give it a width as per your requirement. 50 in my case it is good. Height I don't care. I just want to to cut through and extrude, remove material, reverse direction, through all, click on reverse direction, click OK, select this face, click normal, click on sketch, draw a circle here as per your requirement, click on middle mouse button, enter the value 30, click OK, click extrude, enter the value of extrude as per your requirement, 60 is fine for me, click OK. Suppose I want to measure the distance between them. What I can do, click on analysis, click on measure, click on distance, select faces to measure the distance between them. So the distance between them is how much? 50 inch. So it is 50 inch. Okay, in that way you can always remember. Now click on manage session. Okay, first exit this mode, then you can manage session. Oldham. Click. Now save it as well. Save. Not Oldham, my bad. Manage session. Uh, Universal. Uh, Save it as well. Click on file, new, part, click OK. Select a plane as per your requirement. I'm selecting this plane, sketch, middle mouse button, 25 and 50. Click OK. Extrude, symmetry, 50. Click OK. Select this, normal to the screen, and sketch, middle mouse button, 25, 50. Click OK. Extrude, symmetry, click OK. Here's the issue, I don't want this one. Select this face, normal to the screen, sketch, draw a circle here, middle mouse button, click OK, click on extrude, remove material, through all, reverse direction, click OK, repeat the step here as well. File, save, save as, okay, I have to click on manage file, rename universal 2, okay, click on file, new, assembly, click on assembly, make it full screen, click on here, and click on universal cooking 1, click open. So I want this part to be fixed, I don't want to be moved. So click on here, click on default. In that way it will be fixed on its location, and it is basically what I want. Click OK, click on here, and for universal 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 to open, select Let's hide the plane for a second. I want confident. Now select this face and this face. Click OK. For Oldham 1. Oldham, not Oldham. Select this face and this face. Just rotate it so that it aligns correctly. Click OK. Right click and click on edit. Select this face and this face. Click OK. So in that way you can make your Oldham coupling. So I hope you learned something from this video. If you have any kind of doubts and queries, feel free to ask. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Namaste. Namaste guys. In this video, we are going to learn how to make a knuckle joint in Ptc Creo. So click OK. So we have done various part exercise. So we are going to make a part, then do the assembly. So you will learn also assembly here. So let's see how to approach. So first I will create a part. Okay, so select this, click on normal to the screen, and let's change its name. So prepare, manage file, rename. So let's say it is called fork. Now what I want to do on this plane is sketch. Now let's draw a circle, two circles, click on here. So this one is 25, the bigger one is 50. Notice it is quite out, so you can either zoom in or click on fit to the screen. It's up to you, your preference. After that, what I will do, uh, line tool, draw lines as I'm showing. Click on the middle mouse button. Click on middle mouse button again to exit this view. Click on here. Make it for construction purposes. Now, I don't need to know what. Select this. So basically, I don't need to know what is the length of this line because I'm going to use from this to this. So what I will do, by pressing Ctrl select this line and this point. Make sure I'm selecting the center of version. Click on distance. Okay, so this is for the horizontal distance is 14, but for this, okay, for this it will be uh, 30. Okay, now what I will do, by pressing Ctrl select these two lines. Click on mirror. Okay, no issues. I can use line command to make it complete. Now let's remove the unwanted segments. So I don't want these. And click OK. Extrude. Click on the symmetric. Its thickness is, let's calculate here because I don't know. 28 plus 18 plus 18. Click enter. Click OK. Select this face. Click normal to the screen. So you will see some advanced extrude feature here. So watch carefully. You will learn something new. So click on here. So basically, I want to cut a rectangle shape here. I only need to know what is its width. Okay. So its width is 28. Click OK. Now watch carefully. So click on extrude. Now this time I'm removing a material. Now I want to remove material from this side as well as this side. So if I click on switch direction, so this side material is removed. So it's a issue that I have to use extrude two times, but I don't want to. So what I will do, I will click on options, click on side 2. So this is the side 1 and this is the side 2. So click on side 2, click on through all. Through all means what, up to maximum distance it can go. Okay, so that means through all. Click OK. So here we have made the cut. Now select this, click normal to the screen, click on sketch. Let's draw a line. Middle mouse button, middle mouse button again, click on arc. Okay, let's click. Wait a minute. Let's delete this segment for a second. By shifting a middle mouse button, you can span it. Middle mouse button. So by default, the length, the radius are correct. Let me show you. So this one is the radius is 14. Okay, let me show you so that you can verify yourself. So if I click OK, don't worry, I will show you. Extrude, how much? Uh, 28. Symmetry. Click OK. Analysis. Measure. Diameter. Notice it is 28 and radius is 14. I said radius will be 14. Okay. So all time shah inches. So yeah, I'm taking it here in inches. Okay. Select this. Click normal to the screen. Click on sketch. Now what I will do, click on corner rectangle. Click on the middle mouse button. Uh, it will be 28 and the distance from here to here will be 14 and this will be, let's say, 40. Click OK. Extrude. Symmetry. 28. Click OK. Now I want to create a octagon here. So what can I do? So select this. Click normal to the screen. Click fit to the screen. Now to create a octagon, one thing that I can do is act like an idiot and draw the lines or use something called palette. So I will use smart way. So click on palette, 8-sided. Double click on it. Notice my palette is here. Now click on close. Now drag and drop this palette to here. Increase this scaling factor up to your, for example, 10. Click OK. Now what I want to with this coincide with this one. So what I can do by pressing yeah, I'm not able to set this screen. Uh, click center line, middle mouse button, select this, make it lock so that it doesn't move. Select this line by pressing Ctrl, select this one, make it coincide. Now a issue is arising. Why? You see that my dimension is 10, but if I coincide with it, my dimension will be changed. So I will click on dimensions and delete. Now it coincide with it. So this is basically what I want. So click OK. Extrude up to your requirements. 28 is fine, I guess. Let's make it 30. Click OK. And What about the radius? 8 is fine. Select these things. Yeah. Here I will give the radius of 8. By pressing Ctrl, select these edges all at no round. Enter the value 8. Click OK. It doesn't look right for some reason. Let's try one more time. Instead of rolling wall normal to spline, click OK. So we have made our one part. Oh, I forgot to give radius here. Here the radius will be 20. Click OK. So save this part. Click on File, New. Click Part and OK. So I'm going to make something called eye. So select a plane. I think this one is fine. And click on Sketch. Draw two circles again. Uh, Same thing. 25, 50, 50. No, 50. To the screen. Let's make this thing. Middle mouse button. Let's make it 50. Make this 28. 14. Delete the unwanted segments. Zoom in. Slides. Shift middle mouse button. Model. Okay. First, click OK the sketch mode. Click on model. Extrude. Extrude out much? 28. And I recommend make it symmetric as well. Click OK. Select this. Normal to the screen. Fit to the screen. Click on sketch. Click on palette. What I want? Pentagon. Octagon. Sorry. Double click on it. Place it here. Close. Drag it here. Uh, Give it a radius. Let's say 10. Whatever you want. Doesn't matter. Click OK. Now what I will do, I will select this by pressing Ctrl select this one. Click on coincide. Okay, it's coincide with. Select this by pressing Ctrl. It's not selecting here, so I have to create a Ctrl. Select it. First, make sure it's locked so that it doesn't move. Select this and select this line. Make it coincide. Now error pops up. Click on dimension. Delete it. Click on extrude 30. Maybe 30. By pressing Ctrl select these. Click on round. How much? 8. No. 8. It's 8. Click OK. Save this part name as I. Renaming is better than file, save, file. Okay. Now click on file, new, part. Okay. Select this. Now move to the screen. Sketch. Click on triangle and click on the middle mouse button. So this will be 38 divided by 2, and this will be 12. This will be 25 divided by 2, and the length will be 90. Um, Click OK. Click on Revolve. Okay, need something called central axis. So what I can do? Oh, we can do it here as well. So um, so I don't want to select this axis directly. Remove. I guess I have to make axis first. Cancel this. Yes, yes. So what I can do? I can draw. Not this one. Sketch axis. Yes, yes. So I will select this. Click on Edit Sketch. Center line. Click on the middle mouse button. Click OK. And revolve. Yep, we got the result. Click OK. Sometimes mistakes also done by me. I'm not a professional guy. Just a guy who's trying to do something. Now let's see what I have to select this face, a plane, click on normal. So now I have to create a hole here. So what I can do is select this plane, click on normal, sketch. So I will draw a center line here. Click on the middle mouse button. It is 82 at the distance. Middle mouse button. Uh, Middle mouse button again. 3. Distance. It will be wait a minute. I have to do calculator. So slope is 1 by 30. So 1 by 30 into a total distance of 50. Okay, and so 6 minus 1.66, 4.334 divided by 2, 2.167, 2.167. Click OK and revolve. Remove material. Okay, here's the issue that it's quite inside of it. So what I can do, click yes, edit sketch, delete, delete this thing, move it a little bit up, 3, delete this thing, make it 0, अरे माँ की चूत पैर के लड़ो साले माँ से चोटट्टी सॉफ्ट है साला माँ का लड़ा. Now we will try to create a hole here. Let's see how to do it. Select this plane, click on sketch, draw a center line, middle mouse button, 82, middle mouse button, middle mouse button again, 3.2, Control Z, .16. Okay, click OK, Revolve boss base, remove material, click OK. So we have made second part. Press Ctrl S to save it. Click on File, New, Part, OK. Sketch, middle mouse button, middle mouse button. So this one will be divided by 2, and the distance from here to here will be 38 divided by 2. This one will be 6, and this one will be 12. Click OK, revolve, click OK, select this plane, six, OK, remove material, symmetric 40. Okay, click on file, new. This is called pin. Select this. Sketch. Middle mouse button 2 times. So this one is 3. This one is 50. And this length is 2.1667. 2.1667. Select this line, make it construction. Click OK, revolve. Okay, for some reason doesn't make the hole. That's the issue for me. So I will click on it, click on sketch. Let's make it intersection. Click OK. Now it's work for me. Now I will click on press Ctrl S first, and I will click on File, New Word Assembly. Click OK. Now I want to import all those parts. So click on Assembly. First I will import fork. Uh, constraints. Can check the constraints enabled because I want this part to be fixed. Okay. Just click OK. After that, I will import again. This time I. So from this arrow, drag it up. This one rotate. Select this face and this face. And select this face and this face. Click OK. Click drag components. Select this item. Drag. Okay. Select this. Click on high definition. Let's just import all the parts that I will do. And then part 2. Let's select this face and this face. Move with this face here. Select this face and this face. Click OK. 03. What I will do, select this face and this face. Select this face and axis. Let's select this type. So remove and remove as well. Delete. Let's delete the constraint one as well. Click on this one. Click on this one. Click on coincide. Now select this face and this face. Click OK. Now I need to insert a pin. So insert pin, open. There you go, pin. Click OK. Oh, not the click OK. Basically, my bad. Right click, edit. So click on this axis. Click on this axis and move it downwards. Something is not coincident. Make it coincident. Okay. Then drag it downwards. Click OK. So in that way you can make this. One second.
Now if you go to drag component, you can easily drag this component. Assemble, select the first part. Now to fix the first part, always go to placement, select default and say OK. The first part is fixed. Second,
Now I have to fix this part. So click on it. Click here and click on placements. No default. Click OK. Yes, okay. So if I want to move it, rotate it, what I can do is click on this, select this. So in this way we have created our knuckle joint and we will do more exercises. Okay, so that's for all.